Welcome in, Iowa Hawkeye fans, to another episode of the Hawkeye Tailgate Report. Basketball season tips off this week, so we're going to talk a lot about that this episode. We're going to preview the Wisconsin football game here at the end. We got a full cast this week: Austin, Joey, and Sam, as well as Sean Bach. Sean, thanks for coming on the show with us this week. Fellas, how you doing?
I'm doing real great. We have an Iowa basketball game tonight, and we now have Iowa basketball from now and through April 6th, hopefully. So we're doing good. We don't have to talk about football, so that's good. Well, we don't have to talk about it as much.
Do they do like a parade for the celebration of the NCAA tournament champion, or how does that work?
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
I was going to say pictures that spoke of. That's the case.
Ooh, okay. I can get down with that.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get it as like a statewide holiday as well.
Oh,
I'd be okay with that.
Easily. Kim Reynolds could get behind that. But we'll jump right into the first topic here. Basketball preview. So we're just... Shut up, Joey. So the player you're most looking forward to watching this year. Who wants to start?
Sam, why don't you start?
Okay. Ooh, that's tough. Can you be a little more specific on the question?
Who are you looking forward to most watching?
Because I have a favorite player. I have a player who I know is going to be the best in the team, and then who I'm most Joe Toussaint's the player I'm most looking forward to watching.
Okay, so Joe Toussaint. Why is that?
Because he's a guard we haven't had in a long time.
Once again, you're just breaking it down like nobody else in this world.
He can do everything that nobody else can do as well.
Okay, I'll give a better answer.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to seeing Nunji back out on the floor after a very promising freshman year. Then he missed all last year. From what I've heard, he's bulked up a little, and I don't know, he played well his freshman year, and I really hated seeing him out last year, and I think he has a lot to add back to this team.
Okay. I'll go with Connor McCaffrey. I know last year he caught... I know, wild, right?
What a pick!
Because last year he caught a lot of flack from the Iowa fan base because his shot was not the greatest, and he had some turnovers in not key situations. And I think this year, the Bohannon situation is kind of up in the air, but I want to see him play well this year and have a big rebound season because I think that he can be a really good player. But he started out not great last year. The Iowa fan base was all over him. That certainly didn't help. So I want to see him come back, have a good season, and if Bohannon can't play, be a leader out there on the floor for us.
Alrighty, Sean, who do you got?
I'm going with Joe Wieskamp. I think it's kind of a cop-out answer, but I think really based on how Wieskamp did last year as a freshman, the expectations are that much higher for him, and I think with a good season, too, he could possibly get on some NBA teams' radars. I know there's a couple NBA teams that really like there are a couple teams in particular that really like him. They love his size. It's just hard to kind of be like a 6'6" just wing shooter in the NBA unless you're a guy like Kyle Korver or there's a couple other ones, like maybe a Luke Kennard, who hasn't really had the best NBA career, but that's kind of who I compare Wieskamp to. He's kind of a righty Luke Kennard. So yeah, I think Wieskamp, if he can really get things going and get off to a hot start from the beginning, I think he's kind of the guy that could be an all Big Ten, maybe second, maybe first team player.
Robbie Hummel light.
No, that's not bad. Robbie had a little more size to him though.
Yeah.
How close was he last year? I feel you'd know more about that. How close was he to actually leaving last year?
I don't think he was very close at all. I think that was just wanting to get feedback, and NBA teams really liked him. They said if he improves on a couple things, they want to see him win a few more games. I mean, I know they were pretty good last year, but I think they want to see him win more. They want to see probably like that 45% from three. Maybe a little more playmaking ability, kind of just taking over everything. I think they just want to see more out of him. See if he can really take the next leap.
If Joe Wieskamp shoots 45% from three, I will do some dirty things.
Okay,
All right.
Let's lay it out right now so we can have it on record.
I'll literally do anything.
All right. Well, you heard that. Okay. If Wieskamp averages, say, 18-6 this year, do you think he's coming back to Iowa City? And
I don't know, because I think the thing, like right now, I don't see him on any NBA mock drafts, which is kind of right now where I'm at. Like, he's got to have a big season. I think 18-6. Are you talking rebounds or assists?
Rebounds.
Rebounds, okay.
6.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. It's kind of tough. I think Matt Norlander of CBS was the one that said he'd shoot around 45%, which I could see, but that's still pretty high.
Yeah.
That's really high. What did Peter Jocks shoot? Like 39%?
I'm not sure about that, but
I think Wieskamp was like 42% last year, though.
Was he high on the team or no? Because wasn't Moss up there?
Not percentage-wise.
Not percentage-wise?
At the beginning of the year he was, and then he kind of fell off.
All right. Well, the player I'm looking forward to most watching is Luka Garza. He's pretty much just a character out there on the court anyways. I think he's capable of averaging around 16, 17 points a game, along with his rebounding number was actually pretty low last year. I think it was 4.5 or something like that. I think that can get up to 7, 7.5, 8 possibly. That'd be good for us. I mean, I just love him when he's on the floor because he's like, there's times where he's showing a lot of emotion, and then there's times where he's getting a technical for running down the floor for screaming "Let's go" at Penn State, if you can remember that one. But
and also, the better Luka Garza does, the more shots we're going to get of his dad in the stands. So I'm looking forward to that.
And tweets.
Yeah.
The more tweets we get.
Mr. Garza is a star.
Yeah. Luka is like one of the funniest players in all of college basketball to watch when he's just like sprinting, because his body is too big for what he's trying to do, so it just looks like he's trying really hard to go in slow motion. It's funny to watch him try to run down the court.
Yeah, but Frank Garza and Felicia Goodson are two of the best followers for parents on Twitter, in case you're all wondering out there.
But do not tweet at them, because that's weird.
Yeah, don't tweet at them, but like their stuff, just whatever.
Also, Steph Curry is a career 44% three-point shooter, so...
Thank you for that, Sam.
And how's the start this year?
No, I'm just saying, 45% would be ludicrous.
All right. Next up here.
I got one more. I got one more person.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you say his last name? Bakari, is it Evelyn or Evelyn?
Evelyn.
I thought it was Evelyn, but recently somebody told me it was Evelyn.
I'm pretty sure it's Evelyn.
It's like, I don't know. I've heard both, but he said it at media day, and then someone else said it to me. It's like Evelyn. I'm like, I thought it was Evelyn. Just it keeps changing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be one of those that the TV guys never figure out either.
Wait,
probably.
who's the one guy on? I don't remember if it was football or basketball where his last name changed. Not Epinesa. I swear.
Ojemudia. It's always Ojemudia or something dumb like that. They always get it wrong.
It's a simpler name, maybe not.
But anyway, so Bakari, I'm looking forward to what he can do, because I think it was his sophomore year at Valpo. He had a pretty good year, and then last year he kind of fell off again. And I don't know what that was, but I'm looking forward.
He's been battling injuries.
Yeah. All right.
And I think that he's playing us all with the whole not sure what his last name is, because let's say he's playing a game. He gets 5 fouls as Bakari Evelyn, but then we put in his twin brother, Bakari Evelyn.
God, you're dumb.
That would make literally no sense if they have the same last name. His twin brother.
All right. Well, that transitions right into my newcomer. I'm looking forward to this year. It's Bakari Evelyn. I think we all remember 2 or 3 months ago there was the video of the team training, running sprints down the court, and he was literally blowing everybody else out of the water. Y'all remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yep.
Ever since then, I've just been so excited for him to get him on the floor.
That's weird, because I thought Luka Garza would totally be leading the pack on those.
Yeah, no. But you guys mentioned he struggled last year. He shot 34% from regular field goal, 31% from deep. But 2 years ago, he was 45 and 38. So if he can get back to that, hey, bring it on. I'm more than welcome to having a guard in Iowa City that can score at a high percentage.
He's going to win Newcomer of the Year in the Big Ten.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I don't know if that's an award. I think it is.
If not, we'll make it.
Sean would know. Is that an award?
I know there's a Comeback Player of the Year. I don't know if there's there might be a Most Improved.
All right. Sean, you want to take this one next?
Yeah, I'm going with Picard too. I think just from a pure playmaking standpoint, he's the total package. At Valpo, as you guys mentioned, was hurt for a good chunk of last year, and that Valpo program's kind of a mess, and the players he was playing with didn't really mesh well. So I think with Iowa, he seems more confident. He seems to fit in well. He seems to complement two guys in the backcourt. I think he could play either the one or the two, depending on when Jabo comes back. And I think Frederick, he can play with Frederick. He can play with Toussaint. So it's gonna be nice to have someone back there who you can put in with multiple guys and really play with anyone. Not a guy that's just a set in stone one or a set in stone two. So it'll be good to have a versatile guard on the floor.
Okay. Joey?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Stin.
No. After you, guys. I insist.
Oh, okay. Well, mine's Bakari and Joe Toussaint. I don't know. I've seen a lot of videos of Toussaint, and I think he really has something to bring to the team. I don't have any more analysis than that.
Solid. So I'm going to go with CJ Frederick. He's not necessarily new to the team, but he's going to get his first playing time this year. And from what I've read, he's like in early practice, he's been like a tenacious defender along the 3-point line, which is something that Iowa hasn't had. We haven't been great at guarding three. Yeah. So, and he came in as just kind of being known as a really good spot-up shooter. So if he can be like a solid 3-and-D guy, that would be a really nice boost to the team.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I don't remember the question.
Who's the best newcomer this year?
Cumber.
Shut up, Joe.
The best? Yeah, Bakari for sure. I don't need to. You guys have said it all. He's going to be good. I think we'll be surprised. We'll get a little dose of it in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Just a quick update. You guys see who started tonight? The starting five.
Oh no, I haven't. Can we guess?
No.
Okay, I have it right in front of me. You can go ahead and guess.
All right.
Sam,
point guard, Connor McCaffrey.
Correct.
Shooting guard, Joe Wieskamp. 3 guard, Joe Wieskamp.
3 guard, Joe Wieskamp.
2 guard, Bakari.
Nope.
CJ Frederick.
CJ Frederick.
Who am I missing?
Yeah, no,
I bet it was.
Okay,
okay, so it's McCaffrey. Yeah, and then
Wieskamp, Nunji, Garza.
Joey, you looked it up on your computer.
Yeah, but that's what I probably would have guessed anyway.
Why? That's like the widest starting lineup of all time.
You seen the team?
Woody and Gasell, baby. All right, we're gonna hit an ad from our sponsor here before we move along with our basketball preview. If you're a small business person and have limited resources, contact Brian Myers at Safeguard Eastern Iowa to help you out. Safeguard has all your products you need to help you operate and market your own business. The best thing is that Safeguard's products and services are priced for small businesses, so it saves you money. Call Brian at 815-535-6840 for more information today. That's 815-535-6840. Alrighty, so last year, Iowa's basketball non-conference was a cakewalk. There was not a lot of difficult games. We had UConn and Oregon, Iowa State. This year we have DePaul. Is that the Gavin games, I believe? 13 Texas Tech, Syracuse, Iowa State, and Cincinnati. So significantly more difficult than last year.
Texas Tech, they're garbage.
Yeah, right. Defending runner-ups. But what are we thinking record-wise here? Just say it over those 5 games against quality opponents, because the other games should be blowouts, and if they're not, that's disappointing.
Wait, so we'll go over which games again did you say?
DePaul, Texas Tech, Syracuse, Iowa State, and Cincinnati.
2 and 3.
4 and 1.
Okay, Epinesa is going to get 15 sacks. Jeez.
He's getting held all the time.
I'll say I don't know. Either 3-2 or 2-3. I can't decide. I need to actually see them play.
I think 3-2.
Yeah, I think I'll give them DePaul, Cincinnati, and Iowa State.
Yeah, hot take. We're going to win in Hilton this year by 10 plus. Coming in hot.
All right, well, we're going to get Xavier Foster next Monday when he announces, and all the mojo's going to be flowing in Iowa's favor. So
it'd be nice if we had somebody who had like some inside sources that could maybe tell us if we were going to get Xavier Foster.
Is it true that
like a recruiting site or something? I don't know.
Is it true that he broke up with his girlfriend?
I don't know. I saw tweets. I feel like they was trolling, but
I don't know.
Maybe we just off the record here for a second. Luke, stop recording, and Sean hit us with the goodies one time.
I got nothing right now. Is this off the record right now?
No. It's absolutely no. It's yeah. Are you gonna be?
Edit it out.
Are you gonna be down there next Monday?
I'm not going to be, but depending on who it's gonna be, we'll have someone down there. I know 24/7 will be represented somehow, some way. I got class on
for Iowa State. Is it Dylan?
No, it's Alex Halstead.
I would be so happy if he came to Iowa. Welcome him with open arms. But a week from now,
can we talk about this for a second?
Yeah.
Like, I want Xavier Foster, I do, but like, I'm not going to lose any sleep if we don't get him. Like, it's not like Iowa State not getting Harrison Barnes. I don't think it's that big. Wow. I mean, there's a reason that his top 5 kept getting smaller, and Tom Izzo didn't come calling, and Roy Williams didn't come calling. Those guys, when there's a good player in the state of Iowa, they come get him. Marcus Page, Harrison Barnes.
Adam Woodbury.
Hey, they offered him.
Yeah, I know they did. But, come on. Winning a 4-star recruit over Iowa State, how sweet would that be?
Oh, yeah, the tweets will be amazing. But I don't know. I'd like to have him, but I don't think he's a make or break recruit.
I've never had a good feeling about Iowa landing him. I don't know if that's just like me being an Iowa fan and recognizing that they've missed on a lot of big name in-state recruits in the past. So like if he doesn't choose Iowa, I'm not going to be absolutely crushed. It would still suck, but from like the beginning, I've always just kind of had like a strange feeling inside that he wasn't going to choose Iowa. So we'll see.
I think he will pick Iowa, by the way.
Oh, yeah, usually I just try to be more pessimistic up until the time happens. That way I'm not that disappointed when it doesn't happen, because I've known a lot of disappointment in my sporting life. So, yeah, take that road if you would like.
Oh, here's a fun Adam Woodbury story real quick. So I dated Blair Brown, whose dad is Rick Brown, who worked for the Register and covered Iowa sports, and he told me about Adam Woodbury committing to Iowa like a week before it happened.
Wow, I bet you're just...
I told literally everybody I could think of.
Sounds like you passed up on some money right there.
Yeah, oh well.
All right, moving along. Next topic. Are Wieskamp and Garza taking the next step?
Yes.
All right, why?
One of them, if not both of them, they will both get all Big Ten honors. Wieskamp will get first team. Luka will probably not. He'll probably get second team. But I mean, they're our best players. They're good. I feel really confident when they're on the court. So they work hard, and they're gonna with J-Bo out there. I'm giving really hard hitting analysis right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're saying just the vaguest statements in the
world. They're both really gritty. Big hustle guys.
Coach's sons.
Crafty.
No, we know Joe's going to be good. He's going to get like 19 and 8 a game, I think. And then Luka's probably going to get like 13 or 14 and 7. Yeah, Wieskamp will out-rebound Luka. Fight me.
I mean, that's not that unreasonable to think. But Joey,
it's just their off court or when they're not playing, their work ethic is so good. It's better than like they train hard. So you hear of like players under Fran like declining a little bit sometimes. I think these two will put that myth to rest.
Alrighty, Joey, what do you think?
Oh, I absolutely think they're taking the next step. The offense needs to be run through Wieskamp. I think that he needs to touch the ball every time down the floor, almost every time down the floor. And plus, have him shoot it every time. I don't care. But I think he's a future NBA player, and I think that he's going to have to take the next step, especially if he wants to be an NBA player. And Garza, I don't know, Garza's just always going to give it all he has. That's one thing we learned from watching him the last couple of years. So I think he'll take the next step as well. What do you think, Stin?
Yeah, I think that they'll both keep moving forward. I think Wieskamp is one of the best players that Iowa just has ever had. It's early. I mean, he's just only had freshman year, but he's so good. I don't see him not taking that step forward. And I think Garza, it all rides on whether or not he can stay out of foul trouble early. Because a lot of games last year, he rode the bench for the final 12 minutes of the first half or something because he picked up some early fouls. So if he can stay out of foul trouble, I think that he's going to continue his progress as well. They're both going to be very good.
What about you, Sean?
I do think they take that next step. I don't have any reason to believe, unless injuries, God forbid that happens, that they'll not take that next step. I think Wieskamp has all the tools to make it happen. I think Garza too. Now that he's going to have, I mean, him and Cook played well together, but I think having a guy like Nunji who can either go inside or go outside, as we've been told, will really help him out. Kind of have a guy that's similar to his play style and really just complement each other well. So I do think he'll be able to take that. I think both of those guys will be able to take that next step.
Yeah, I agree with y'all. I mean, I know it's a pretty stupid question to ask, but got to be asked. Last year we lost Cook, Moss, Bear, and Marshawn Daly. Marshawn Daly.
On purpose, right?
Well, okay. Yeah, that's on purpose. But between those four guys, we're missing 32.9 points, 16.6 rebounds, and 6.4 assists per game for this season. So I think Garza and Wieskamp will step up and take some of that burden away, but we're also going to need a lot of help elsewhere. And hopefully Wieskamp and Garza have a good effect on how hard they work out and whatnot on some of the younger guys and some of the transfers that come in, and keep trying to push the Iowa program in the right direction. So I think they're going to take a big step forward here, and hopefully Wieskamp comes back after this year, because that would just be a shame to see him go. All right.
But if he doesn't, that means he had a really good season, and we probably were better for it. So
yeah, as long as he doesn't go all Lindell Wigginton on us, and he's not actually going to play in the NBA.
Yeah,
that would suck. But we're going to move on to power rank our top 5 teams in the Big Ten this year. Sean, you want to start this one off?
Yeah, so I'm going to start with Michigan State. I just think top to bottom, most deep team in the conference. Cassius Winston can't go wrong. With guards in the Big Ten, I think the thing about Michigan State, you can quote me on this, I don't know if they really have a standout NBA player on that roster, which is hard to believe because they're probably the favorites, most people's favorites, to win the national championship this year. I think Xavier Tillman has potential. I think Aaron Henry has potential too, but I don't really see a guy that you're like, that's a surefire future NBA player. Maryland number 2, Anthony Cohen's going to be really good. Ohio State, I think DJ Carton is gonna have a good year too. I'm excited to see what he can do. Sorry guys, had to bring it up. I'm higher on Illinois. I love that backcourt with Io and Trent Frazier. I think those guys are going to be really good. Georgie as well, probably my favorite player in the Big Ten. Michigan, I think, is intriguing. Excited to see what Juwan Howard can do over there. Isaiah Livers is going to have to pick up the scoring slack, which I think will be interesting to watch. I just think they got pieces around them that can make them better, and I think they're going to be a fascinating team, that's for sure. I would have Purdue up there too, but I don't know. I'm not too sold on them yet.
I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna go 5-1 this time. I got number 5 Ohio State, and then I got Purdue at number 4, and they got harmed still this year. And it's like every year one of their big men leaves, it seems the next big man up takes a huge step forward. So who was it? Swanigan Hammonds had a great season, get drafted into the NBA. Then it was Swanigan, went on, get drafted into the NBA, and then it was freaking Happ, who looked like a newborn giraffe for most of the time in his sophomore freshman season. Didn't look great at all, and now it's Harms. I think he's just going to pick up the slack there. And Illinois caught fire a lot last year towards the end of the year. They were kind of a team you didn't really want to play, until they faced Iowa in the Big Ten tournament. They caught a little run there in, I think it was late January, February. So I think they can be good once again this year, as much as it pains me to say that because I do not like Illinois. And then Maryland, you mentioned Cowan. He's a stud. And then number 1, Michigan State. It feels like Cassius Winston has been at Michigan State now for about as long as Perry Ellis was at Kansas. Michigan State number 1.
Dude, Cowan's been at Maryland for just as long as Cassius has been at Michigan State, I feel like.
I'm not sure about that. All right.
Yeah. I'll go now. I'm going to start at 1 and move down. So number 1, Michigan State. I think that's the only choice that you can make here. They're a great team. Returning Cassius Winston. It irritates me that he's good because, 1, like you just said, I feel like he's been there for 7 seasons like Perry Ellis, and I'm really not a fan of the headband that he wears. That just irritates me, so it pisses me off that he does well while wearing that. Mm-hmm. But they're clearly the best team in the Big Ten this year. Number 2, I'll go Maryland. I think there's going to be a lot of parity in a lot of our lists here. Just returning good players, I think they're going to be solid. Number 3, I'll go Purdue. I know that they lost Carson Edwards, and he was kind of like the heart and soul of that team last year, but they've been good now for a lot of years in a row. I don't foresee them taking a huge step back, even though they are going to be, they did lose their best player. Number 4, I'll go Ohio State. They're just kind of like one of those historically good teams. I don't really know a ton about them. I know that they were good last year. I think they'll be good again this season. And then 5, I don't know. I kind of want to go Michigan, but I'll just say screw it and throw in a wild card, and I'll say Wisconsin, because it just feels like they're going to have a random year where they have a big white, Ethan Happ is gone now, but I feel like they're just going to have some random big white guy that's just really good down in the post for them again, and they've got some good shooters returning, and it'll be a very Wisconsin type of thing to just piss me off for no other reason. The fact that they're Wisconsin and they beat us at things that I think that we should beat them in all the time. So I'll throw them in there at number 5.
All right. I don't really have a top 5, so to speak, but I have a 1 and a 5. 1 is the obvious answer, Michigan State. I mean, they're just clearly the best team in the Big Ten right now. And the 5, I'm going to go the Iowa Hawkeyes because they have, for my money, one of the 3 best players in the Big Ten, Joe Wieskamp. And they also have a lot of experience on that team. And I don't know, I'm just way more high on them than everybody else is this year. We lost a lot of scoring, but I think that also frees up a lot more scoring for Wieskamp and Garza. And if Bohannon plays, even better. So I think that realistically Iowa could be a top 5 Big Ten team this year.
I think you're smoking crack.
That's wildly optimistic.
All right, Sam, what's yours?
Michigan State 1, obviously. As long as Tom Izzo's there, they'll probably be the best team in the Big Ten. Or the top 3, anyway. 2, trying to think. Nobody said Indiana. I don't think Indiana's 2 by any means. Maybe 5. Or Minnesota. Big Ten's loaded. Oh my gosh, I'm just not realizing this.
Well, Minnesota lost a few people last year, so.
Yeah. Oh, geez, where are we at? I don't even know. I can't think of anyone. I'm freezing up right now. I didn't look at the topics before we started doing this.
Oh God,
Sam.
Yeah, no kidding.
Sparty, Michigan, Purdue, Illinois. Who am I missing? Ohio State. Not in any order. After 2 through 5 is not in any order.
Alrighty. I would like to talk about Michigan a little bit because I think John Beilein was a top 5 coach in the college basketball game. And what do you think it does to him that he left for the NBA?
That's going to be a huge impact on Michigan.
Yeah, I think it is too. I mean, I know they brought in Michigan alum, but I don't know. I don't see it working as well. Beilein was just so good. He took people like Spike Albrecht and made them national names.
But you couldn't hate him either. That's another thing. Like,
I know
he didn't do anything to piss you off. Like, I hate this guy. Like, it's like, wow, this guy's really respectable. This sucks that I can't like talk trash about him.
Like Fran McCaffrey gives other teams a ton of reasons to hate him. Like,
yes.
Like an absolute ton. And there is not a thing with Beilein. He took talent that wasn't the best talent in America and took them to the Final Four, which, I mean, I'd pay a lot of money to see that happen in a Fran McCaffrey or with a Fran McCaffrey team. But we'll move on here. We're going to go to our over-unders. So I got like a list of 6 things here, and we're going to say over-under. And I have an order as well, so we'll just go by that. Wieskamp points per game this year. He had 11.1 in 2018. I set it at 15 this year. Sam, what do you got?
Over for sure. Bet the mortgage.
Austin?
I like that over.
Joey?
I'd go closer to 20 than 15.
Okay, Sean?
I'll take the over on that.
I took the over as well. You guys want to place a wager? We can talk about that after this, but whoever has the worst record has to do something.
Sure.
Alrighty.
Can we do one for football too? Because I think I'm probably going to have the best.
Yeah, because you're negative.
Hindsight's 20/20, Sam.
Yeah. All right. So Garza total rebounds per game this year. Last year he averaged 4.5. I have it at 6.5 this year. Sean?
Wait, can you repeat that again?
6.5 rebounds for Garza this season. Over under.
Oh yeah, I'm going over on that.
Joey?
Yeah, over as well. Closer to 10.
Austin?
Can I take a push?
Yeah,
with
that's
6.5? You can't push with 6. Oh, well, I mean,
yes, you can. It's an average.
Sorry, I'm a moron, guys. Fine. You can take a push.
Hey guys, CJ Frederick's making it rain right now.
Really?
Oh, that's why I wasn't listening to your question.
That's fine. I've been trying to get updates on Twitter right now, so
It's 10-3.
hopefully we don't have another Augustana exhibition game from a couple years ago.
Hopefully we do, because we were top 5 in the country that year.
Yeah, that lit a fire
But
under our ass.
that was a huge Fran. That was another February fade right
It was
there.
an exhibition. Yeah, okay, it was still, we were top 5.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to go over as well, just because Tyler Cook's not there.
I am taking the under. So, under 6.5 for Garza. Total wins. Last year we went 22-11. Set it at 18.5 this year. I took the over. Sam?
Oh, man.
Do the right thing.
Oh. That's tough. Over.
Austin?
Got it.
I think I'm going to take the under by half, setting it right at 18.
Joey?
There's still a tournament team, too, I think.
I got the over 21-9, baby.
And Sean?
I'm going to go just over at 19.
About a week or two ago, I looked at Iowa's schedule and went game by game, and without Bohannon. I think I had us at 19 wins without Bohannon and 22 with Bohannon. So, at me if you want, Sam. Big Ten wins this year. Last year we went 10-10. This year I'm setting it at 8.5. I took the over.
Big Ten is loaded.
Sam?
I can see 7 and 11. I'll take the under.
Alrighty. Austin?
What was the number? 7.5?
8.5.
Fuck. I'm gonna take the under. Say right at 8.
All right. Boy, you are okay. Joey?
Over. 9 or 10, I think.
And Sean?
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the road or the home games this year. Even the road, I don't know if there's any games that really upset at home. I'm gonna go just under at 8.
So you think we're gonna do pretty well in the non-conference then? Because you took the over on total wins at 18.5.
I don't know, man. I was just throwing numbers on the wall.
He's playing darts.
Yeah.
Luke, so am I.
Come on.
Okay. Defense, total team defense. Last year we gave up 73.9 points per game. This year I have it set at 71. I took the under of 71. Sam.
Over.
Austin wants over?
Yeah, defense has never been Iowa's identity under Fran McCaffrey, and I don't know.
Under.
I'm taking the over.
I think our defense is going to be a lot better this year.
Yeah, if they keep talking up Frederick like I've seen so much on Twitter, Wieskamp's a fine defender. Garza will throw his body around in the paint. I'm not afraid of that.
Nungy adds some length.
Some length. Nungy the bungee.
Some length to the defense.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Joey.
So I'll be taking the under on that, Luke.
Okay.
Can we do 3-point field goals made per game? Because after watching 4 minutes and 12 seconds this game, I'm going to put it at 30.5 threes a game and take the over.
All right, Sean, what do you think? Over under 71 points on defense.
I think under. I think there's a lot more perimeter defenders this year, so I'm going under.
All righty. The second last one I have is finish in the conference, standings wise. Last year we finished 6th. This year I have us sitting at 7.
Is there no over-under for this?
No, it is 7. I pushed. I'm pushing with 7.
I feel like I have to put them at 5 since I just put them at 5 in our little 1 through 5 deal. So.
All right, so Joey's taking the over.
I think we'll do 6th. I think we'll finish 6th again.
All right, Austin?
I feel like 6th seems reasonable.
And Sean?
I'm at 7 or 8 at this point.
So do you want the push?
No, I'm gonna stay. I might stay with 8.
Oof. Okay, that's tough.
I got a question quick.
Yeah.
What's with the story with Pencil? Is he missing any time due to his legal issues?
I think he's missing maybe a game or 2. I know he's missing this game.
Well,
I was going to say, I thought I saw that it was this game and then the first, regular season game.
Yeah. So Friday's game. And then he'll be back.
Didn't Peter Jock get 2 OWIs? And what were his suspensions for those? Does anybody remember?
I don't remember 2. I thought he just had 1.
Well,
but I don't remember the suspension. I don't know. It wasn't very long if it was anything.
It's
not like I don't think he missed any important games or anything.
Well, he was underclassman then, I believe, so he didn't see as much time as he did his junior and senior year. All right, and then the final over-under. It's a fun one. The number of games Dolphin will be suspended this year. I got it set at 0.5. I think he missed 3 last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Guys, Dolph's not going to get suspended again.
I'm taking the over.
Oh, come on.
Oh, man, Luka Garza.
That was nice.
I'm taking the over of half. Just Gary Barta does not really like Gary Dolphin, so I'm going to roll with that, and I'm going to put the over.
Which is wild. They have the same name.
Guys with the same name are legally not allowed to dislike each other.
It's true.
It's in the Constitution.
I'm going to take the under because there was a lot of people really upset with the AD when Dolph got suspended last year, and I don't think that he would like that to be the case again this year. So I don't think he'll be as trigger happy with the suspensions.
All right, Sam, I'm assuming you're taking the under.
Yeah, he'll get fired if he misses a game. So
yeah.
Jordan Bohannon is in the game right
now. So you're going way over. It's either zero or the season.
Woo-hoo, Nungy. Oh my gosh, guys. I know it's Lindsay Wilson, and she's just one girl, but we look good.
Yeah, Lindsay Wilson's an all-woman college, isn't
And
it?
Austin, you taking the under?
Yeah, there's no reason to expect that he would get suspended again. Like Sam said, if there were to be a situation where we had to talk about him being suspended for the second consecutive season, he would just get fired.
All right, and Sean?
Yeah, I'm taking under.
Well,
seemed like a kind of pointless one.
The two things he said last year, it's not like he intentionally came out and said them on purpose.
Yeah, but the backlash to him getting suspended was such that I don't think that they would like that to happen again, and I think they'll think about it more before having such a quick trigger.
Alrighty. Well, I'll write these down, and we'll talk about what punishment will happen for the person with the worst record at the end of the year, unless it's Sean, because he's not like a full-time member of the show.
Nope, he has to do it too.
I'll do it.
Alrighty. We're going to hit another ad from our sponsor here. It's Demer Oil, located in Dubuque County. They got locations in Worthington, Monticello, and Holy Cross. Snowed a couple times last week. Make sure to get your LP tanks full for the winter and keep your house nice and warm. Visit their website at demeroilinc.com. Call them at 1-800-433-3835. Ask for Steve and Toby Demer, and they'll hook you up. That's 1-800-433-3835. Alrighty. Now we're just going to get to the broad topic here. Season prediction, record-wise. What are you guys thinking?
I don't know, if you add up all the other stuff we talked about, just like somewhere in that area.
So I think Sam's got him around 17 or 18 wins.
Yes.
Alrighty.
I think I took the under by half on both the non-conference and in-conference records, so whatever that is.
So you guys both have them making the tournament, though? Or no? Or NIT?
I don't know.
I don't think there's any way they make the tournament at 17 or 18 wins.
No.
I think 18 is the tournament team.
Yeah, I would like to make that argument as well, because what was it, 2017 Jocks last year, I think they were 18 or 17 wins, and they really got hosed because of Vanderbilt team that was like, they had a miserable record. They snuck into the tournament in front of like 4 teams that should have been in, but I do think 18 wins can lock you into the tournament from the Big Ten. Joey?
Oh, well, I already said it once in this podcast. I'll say it again. 21-9, which is down from last year substantially. I think I had like 24 or 25 last year. And what did we actually end up with?
22-11.
Okay, so I wasn't that far off. Yeah, 21-9 seems fair.
Sean?
What I had 18. I had 18 wins. I think yeah.
And
I
tournament?
19.
I think you had 18, but I'll let 19 slide. I think that's fine.
Yeah, we're not going to have as good of a non-conference as last year. There's just probably no way we're going undefeated. I could see us getting to 19 or 20 wins. And I do think we make the tournament with that. So I do think we'll win actually a game or 2 games in the Big Ten tournament this year, though.
I was going to say,
mark that down.
I think we got a team that's going to be pretty built for a Big Ten tournament run.
Yeah, and I just don't the Big Ten is deep, full of very good teams, not a bunch of great teams, but a bunch of very good teams. And I think Iowa falls into that category as well, and will have the ability to compete with some good leadership on the team. So, yeah.
Hey, Sean, who's the little guy behind C.J. Frederick?
That's one of the managers.
Oh, my gosh.
Is it Kyle Denning?
He looks so young.
I think he's a year younger than me.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm a junior, so...
I mean, I wish I could look that young.
So, after we play Texas Tech on November 28th, we'll probably be top 15 heading into Syracuse. So, and That could be a big game for us.
Well, if you remember last season, we didn't come in with a lot of expectations, and we kind of started on fire at the beginning of the year. Beat Bowl in Oregon. I think they were ranked 13th at the time. Went on to smoke
Bowl
UConn.
stunk that game. That was the Kriener game. Kriener shut down Bowl.
And Riley Till. Riley Till got up and hammered down a huge dunk. So, yeah, we started on fire last year. Nobody saw it coming. Snuck into the top 25 and had a very good season. I think the majority of the panel here is expecting a borderline tournament team for most of the year this year, so that's good to see. Now, we're going to get to one football topic before we wrap up the show, and that is Iowa's biggest game to date this season, Iowa-Wisconsin in Madison. Winner basically takes control of the Big Ten West. I know Minnesota's still sitting there, but we all know my true opinions on Minnesota. Yeah, nobody believes. They got Penn State this weekend, and then they still have to face Iowa and Wisconsin in their 3 of their final 4 games. So there's no way they're winning the West. So it's going to be Iowa or Wisconsin, and it's probably going to be the winner of the game this weekend. So, I mean, Sam, you're going to be there. What are we all thinking about this one?
I don't know. I'm excited. I think it's going to be a slugfest. I'm probably going to get a black eye or two, but the game should be good too. I'm just trying to figure out what color I should wear.
I told you, gold.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Why would you wear any other color?
Just because, I mean, it's going to be cold. I have black. Oh, man, Joe Toussaint is quick. Sorry.
All right. Well, I've been saying this all year long, and y'all have been criticizing me for it. If we hold Jonathan Taylor to around 100 yards and 1 touchdown,
literally no one has criticized you for that.
Iowa's going to win this game. I've received endless criticism from you jackasses all year.
Yeah, and if your aunt had nuts, she'd be your Uncle Luke. Just not going to happen. It's going to be defensive struggle for the most part, about like usual against Wisconsin. Except Jonathan Taylor has fresh legs from having a bye. We had a bye too. Congrats. But Jonathan Taylor is the best player in this game, and that will be the factor. Wisconsin is going to win.
That's weird. Did Tyler Goodson die?
Joe? Let's not pretend that he's better than Jonathan Taylor.
Wisconsin's coming in off 2 straight losses. They're either going to be extremely disappointed or very pissed off. And the two losses they have had, Jonathan Taylor was held to like 125 yards and 1 touchdown and 80 yards and 1 touchdown. So, my logic's really strong here right now.
Good players don't stay down for extended periods of time, so he's due for a bounce back, is what I'm hearing.
I'm just... Yes, the interior defensive line for Iowa has gotten gashed this year at times. But I do think we're gonna be ready for this game.
Duh.
So are they.
Yes, they're gonna be ready, but I don't know. Everybody's been counting Iowa out of this game probably since week 1, after they exploded.
Our best chance in this game is to jump on them early when the crowd is still not fully there. Their student section is like one of the worst at like showing up late. We have to score in our first 2 possessions. We just have to.
A touchdown.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I'll take a point. I just wish Keith Duncan good luck in Twitter DMs, and he said thank you. So
you just did. Hey, he now follows me, Joey, the Hawkeye Tailgate Report, and Sam.
He's going to hook me up with tickets to the Minnesota game. So,
and for the record, Iowa should have beaten Wisconsin last year. And you know what Taylor's stats were in that game?
Don't care.
Does it matter? Because Wisconsin won.
I'm going to keep pounding this drum all year, and it was not anybody else's fault on our team that we lost that game aside from special teams last year. He had 113 yards and no touchdowns. We can do this, guys.
Neutralizing running backs.
Yes, we can absolutely do this.
Except for Saquon Barkley. But.
Well, okay, yeah. Well,
and David Johnson.
Yes. But
those guys are all pro.
Would you guys like to put a score prediction out for this weekend?
Yeah, it's gonna be a barn burner. I'm thinking 6-2.
Safety. Okay.
I got
who's winning?
14-9. 14-9 Wisconsin.
13-10 Hawks.
Austin?
13-6 Wisconsin.
You know, we've been big Keith Duncan fans on the podcast this year. We're going to give him 2 field goals and a walk-off winner this weekend. So, yeah, we're going to win by 1 up
I will
in Madison.
storm the field if Keith Duncan kicks a game-winning field goal.
We will try our hardest to get Keith Duncan on the podcast next week if he kicks the game-winning field goal. Big Nuts is going to be on the show here sometime. We're going to make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be easy after the season.
Yeah, but alrighty. Does anybody have anything else they want to add? Otherwise, we'll wrap up the show.
Oh, I got my Urban Dictionary thing. It was one thing this week.
All right.
We also let Sean talk about his prediction for the Wisconsin game.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
You're selfish, Luke.
Sorry. Sean.
I'm doing 24. I'm doing 2014 Wisconsin, and I think if Kristen Welch plays, I think that'll help with the whole Jonathan Taylor stuff. But I'm just not. I honestly don't know at this point if he's going to play. I think we'll know more about that tomorrow. But if he plays, that's going to help. That might be a touchdown difference, honestly.
Oof.
Speaking of touchdowns, Sean, who's scoring 2 touchdowns for the Iowa football team? Are they going to be defensive touchdowns?
Let's see. Let's do a pick 6.
Ojemudia, he needs one.
Well, wouldn't that be something?
There's definitely going to be a defensive touchdown.
Nico Reganey going to take a punt back for a touchdown? I'm just kidding.
It's Max Cooper now. Thank you very much.
Now that was the joke, Luke.
It would be funny if we get another defensive touchdown and our last 2 trips to Madison, 3 of our 4 touchdowns were defensive touchdowns. Shout out Josh Jackson.
Yeah, that game was disgusting.
Oh yeah, he had 2 pick sixes, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got killed.
66 total yards of offense, baby.
Oh, that was so bad. We'll do better this weekend. I'm guaranteeing at least 66 yards. Book it.
Oh, that's depressing.
All right, Joey, you want to do your Urban Dictionary read?
Go Canada. All right, I'm way downtown.
Oh, wow.
You make it?
Yeah.
Yeah, stupid question. My bad. So I looked up Madison. It didn't really have anything for it. And then I looked up University of Wisconsin, and the only non-serious one I could find was a lame, cold party school where many, many Jewishes go. What? That's all I have.
Oh, well, that's great.
I didn't know that. I don't know if it's true. They're not confirmed.
And now we'll wrap it up with our final segment, Thoughts from Space with Space Cowboy. What's he got?
All right. Gotta clear the throat for this. Make sure I'm in peak vocal performance. All right. Player you're looking forward to, Nunji. Keep hearing that he bulked up and kept his deep shot. Very mature move to redshirt after playing as a true frosh. I think he's looking to play 28 minutes. Newcomer to look for. Is Frederick really a newcomer since he didn't play last year? Really think he plays well, and often as well. Seems like a good defender and a knockdown shooter. Are Wieskamp and Garza going to take the next step? They fucking better. If Garza stays out of foul trouble, I think he's the team MVP. No doubt Wieskamp is a baller, but I want to see him playing 34 minutes or more a game, taking over games. Power rank the top 5 teams of the Big Ten: Michigan State, Ohio State, Maryland, Purdue, and Illinois. I think they make a jump. A lot of talent in Champaign, unfortunately, but their coach is still a dick. Over-unders. IDK what the scenarios are, but just like football, I'll take the under on everything, except how many technicals Fran will have. I'll hammer the over with that. Iowa season prediction. How many games are played? I'm going to say 12 and 18. 6 and 6 non-conference, and 6 and 12 conference, if that adds up.
Space Cowboy's not watching this right now.
Final thoughts. Iowa wrestling. Ever heard of it, you nerds? Winning a natty this year and making Penn State wipe gooch sweat off their faces when it happens. Cale Sanderson's Mormon ass can take his 7 wives and fuck right off this year. It's gonna be a Hawkeye year to remember. Final thought. I think Xavier Foster is overrated, and I don't care if he signs. There, I said it. I like a kid out of Hempstead by the name of, and I'm gonna butcher this, Michael
Duax? I don't. Okay, so I guessed right. Name of Michael Duax more, but we filled those spots. Final thought. Don't get your hopes up for an offensive breakthrough. Going to have a classic pull your hair out and punch yourself in the nuts game Saturday. We bet the house on Wisconsin. Yes, I haven't gotten a bet right in over a month.
That was a good one. But
it started off way too tame for my liking, honestly.
Yeah, it was pretty tame early. It got pretty serious. But guys, any more final comments before we wrap up?
What's the story with this Jalen Suggs guy? Do we have a real shot at him?
Dude, we've been recruiting him for like 4.5 years since like third grade.
But like I said, does anybody think we have a real chance of getting him?
Actually, no.
Iowa's been out for a while.
Oh, they have?
Yeah, he's not really considering them anymore.
Well, that's just depressing.
Well, and they have Aaron Eulis, so
Yeah.
The better Eulis brother.
Yeah, the better.
Yeah, that's one.
I live right by. I'm from Chicago, and actually, my high school's in the same conference as Aaron, his high school. So I'll be at a couple of his games this year at some point.
Are you from Chicago or are you from Naperville?
I went to school near Naperville.
Don't insult our guest, Sam.
Sorry.
I'm not Naperville-like, though. Don't worry.
Dodged a bullet.
Alrighty, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Hawkeye Tailgate Report. Thanks again to Sean Bach for joining us. His Twitter handle is sbach247. The show's Twitter page is go_Hawks Iowa. Mine is Myers_Luke. Joey's is Joe Mama 2196. Austin's is Myers Austin, and Sam's is SAMMMIDD. It's officially basketball season, guys. It's Wisconsin week as well, so let's have a good couple week stretch right here and get some wins. Thanks for listening, and go Hawks.